Hi, my name is Eric Lisica. I'm the COO for Kevlinx. Kevlinx is a relatively new data center operator. We have a strong focus on the tier 2/underserved markets. And our first development today is a 40 MVA facility in Brussels. I've been here for the last couple of years. Every time it's getting bigger and bigger, and I think the DDA and Stein is doing a great thing, bringing all these people together and organizing so many excellent panels and inviting all the right people. I think some of the developments that we've seen over the last 2 years will obviously continue. I think it's fair to say that our world is changing, and our world is changing at a tremendous speed. The ask for higher densities, which has a huge impact not just on electrical consumption but also on technical solutions, will continue to evolve. And I think as a data center developer, data center operator, it will drive us into certain locations where sufficient power or sufficient sustainable power is available. I think that's really the next big thing that we'll see happening. If you would have asked me 3 or 4 years ago, where do you want to develop capacity, I probably would have said it's going to be Amsterdam or London or Paris. But those markets have become so constrained that as data center developers operator, we're out there looking for the capacity, and we're trying to develop our capacity there where the power is actually available. If you look at our strategy, we're not focused on the core data center markets, not focused on the tier 1 markets. We're not walking away from them either. But we strongly believe that there will be approximately 10 or 15 cities in and around Europe which will see a significant growth due to that power constraint. And I think you also see that happening with markets like Madrid and Milan, for instance. Any data center operator today will tell you we're using power from sustainable resources. It's just, how do you define that? I think 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we started with procuring certificates, right? Certificates of origin, which would guarantee that the power that we're using is actually produced from sustainable resources. Today, there's a lot of opportunities to bring more sustainable power to your facility. I mean, PPAs, direct connection to generating plants, up to self-generation based on fuel cells or gas-based. All these options are becoming available. Maybe in the future even small nuclear reactors may be an option. So I think those off-grid solutions will become more and more popular as the grid is getting more congested, and as it will take time to get the grid more uncongested and more transparent. So I've been in this industry for, I think at the moment, more than 20 years. And during that 20 years, I've had so many instances where I was dealing with Schneider and the Schneider people and the Schneider technology. It's always been a pleasure. They've always helped me out pretty well. So now I'm definitely happy to be here and do this interview here in the Schneider booth at Kickstart. Now I think this was a real great panel. It was a good opportunity to have to discuss with people from a broad perspective from the industry. Like we had the representative of the grid operators there, we have a representative of the EDCA there, we had NVIDIA there, and of course ourselves as an operator. And if one of the things that struck me, I think everybody is really engaged in finding the ultimate solutions. But we also have to realize that this will take time. And the demand today is there, and the demand tomorrow has doubled or tripled. So I think it's key that within the industry as a whole, we're finding solutions not just for over 5 or 10 years, but we're finding solutions for today.